Do you know? The black smoke rising from the world's greatest library. Bayt-ul-Hikma was touching the sky that day, the River Tigris. It was no longer blue. It had turned completely black. And within just 40 days, an entire civilization was buried under the dust. This was not an ordinary war. It was the most painful destruction in the history of humanity, and the man responsible for this devastation was Hulagu Khan. Today, we will tell you what actually happened to Baghdad in 1258 and how the greatest center of knowledge and civilization was destroyed. In the blink of an eye, who was Hulagu Khan? Hulagu Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan, one of the most ruthless rulers of his era. He had been given just one command: destroy every strong city in the world. At that time, Baghdad was the greatest center of knowledge: philosophy, medicine, science, and wealth. But Hulagu's intention was clear: Baghdad will fall first, and then the rest of the world. The beginning of war. The siege of Baghdad on a cold night in 1258. Baghdad was silent, but outside, 150,000 Mongol soldiers had surrounded the city from all sides. Caliph Al-Mustasim was repeatedly warned, the Mongols are not a joke. They will erase this city, but the Caliph refused to listen. And the result? It was already too late. The Mongols prepared massive trebuchets. The first stone was launched, and 500 years of Baghdad's glory trembled. The walls began to crumble. People fled their homes in terror. The fall of the city, 40 days of doom eventually. Baghdad's walls collapsed. The Mongol army stormed into the city, and what happened next? The world has never forgotten. Mosques were set on fire. Libraries were reduced to ashes. Thousands of scholars were killed. Streets filled with bodies. It is said that the water of the Tigris turned black with the ink of the books thrown into it. So many books were dumped into the river that the flow of the water slowed. Down to Bayt-ul-Hikma, the greatest library in the world, was destroyed in a single moment. The Mongols entered every house. Whoever they found, they killed. This was not just a war. It was the murder of an entire civilization. The Caliph's fate. The darkest chapter in history, Hulagu Khan captured Caliph Al-Mustasim, but the way he was killed was so horrifying that even today, hearing it sends shivers down the spine. The Mongols had a law. The blood of a king must never touch the ground, so the Caliph was wrapped in a carpet and trampled to death by horses, and thus the 500-year journey of the Abbasid Caliphate ended beneath those very feet. The conclusion. Why did Baghdad fall? The destruction of Baghdad changed the map of the world. The Islamic Golden Age collapsed in a single blow, and Hulagu achieved what no enemy could in 5 centuries. But the real question is, why did Baghdad fall? Was it only the Mongol strength? No, it fell because of political weakness. The Caliph's poor decisions